Hi, it's Lorenzo again from Event Espresso. In this video, we'll wrap up our test event, which in this case is a CPR class. In the prior video, I showed you how to use the multiple date times and pricing options to create additional pricing options for each of the additional Saturdays that were available in May. So to recap, we started with the 6th of May and then created 3 additional options for the additional Saturdays within May. Now there's one other option available in Event Espresso within the event editor that can help polish this event a bit further. Before I go to it, I want to go over to the quantities option here and show you why we may want to use that. Typically, someone that is taking a basic life support CPR class needs to attend just one of them. If you look at these quantities here, you can see that we can actually select multiple quantities for each event, which isn't realistic in the real world. Again, for a basic life support class, typically someone just needs to attend one class instead of multiple quantities across multiple classes. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to the event editor through this tab here, and then I'm going to locate that option here, which is the maximum number of tickets option under the event registration options section. And we're going to change that from 10 to 1. And then I'm going to scroll up and click on Save Draft. Alright, so our event was just updated, so I can click on the preview page link here. And now we can see our updated event. So before this change, you notice that there were multiple quantities available. And now, instead, there's just one quantity available for each class. And the reason why we did this, and typically for a basic life support class, you just need to attend one class and then you are certified. So let me quickly switch back to the other tab so you can see what the quantity option looked like before. So now, instead of being able to select multiple options like this, a guest will simply just pick the class that best fits their schedule, and then they'll click on the Register Now button. Alright, so we're happy with the changes for this event. So what we'll do from this point is to go back to the event editor here, and then we'll click on the Publish button, which will make our event live. Alright, so our event has been published. So let's go ahead and open up this link here and then go to it so we can check out our event. So one thing that you may notice is that the event itself is actually using a pretty link instead of a preview link. So I'll quickly switch to this tab here, and you can see that it has this jargon here, which was being used while we were in draft mode. However, since we have published it, now it is switched to a pretty link, so basic life support BLS CPR class. Alright, so let me show you what the registration experience will look like. Let's say I would like to register for the May 20th class, so I'll click on that option, and from there I'll click on Register Now, and then I can enter in some information. By default, Event Espresso will ask for a name and an email address for a registration. Note that you can definitely create custom questions and then ask those from your guests, and then they'll be requested on this page here. However, for this event, I did not create any custom questions, so Event Espresso is simply requesting the defaults. So I can go ahead and enter in the information that is asking for, and then we can click on the Proceed to Payment Options button, and this takes us to the payment step. So if I had set up an online payment option such as Braintree, Stripe, AuthorizeNet, PayPal, or another supported online payment option, then I would actually see it here, and then I could click on it, make my payment, and my registration would be complete. However, since I do not have one set up, then the default invoice option is currently enabled. So I can click on that, And then I can click on the proceed to finalize registration, and this will actually add me to the registration records within Event Espresso, but I'll still owe money. However, again, if I had used an online payment option such as PayPal or Braintree, Stripe, AuthorizeNet, then my registration would be complete shortly after I made my payment. Alright, so our event is live and I've showed you the registration experience within Event Espresso. So that wraps up this video series for creating an event within Event Espresso. Thanks for looking.